It'll be Livingston to deliver. The up shot for Roy. Comes back to Livingston. Was to deliver first time, Adam Livingston. It's met by the head of Kilpatrick. I think he's taken a sore one there. Brave goalkeeping from Josh Lane. Brave from Kai Kilpatrick. Manis. It's infield for Dolan. Still Dolan. McManus is a straight looking for the near post, but well read by Shea Kelly, and he claims first time of asking. Sends long towards the head of Leighton McIntosh, who does win the initial knock on. It's foul for Scott Tomlinson. Still Tomlinson. And Ruff just nips in front of McIntosh. And here comes Stranraer with Russell. Skips by the tackle of Docherty. Mark Russell driving forward. Scott Tomlinson comes back. The referee says no foul. And he's gave the handball the way of Dumbarton. A wee nudge in the back there of Russell. Neil looks early towards McIntosh. This might fall kindly for Roy. Roy's picked up on the left hand side. It's the square. Gillies up, driving forward. Ali Roy looking to deliver. It's met by McIntosh. Great reaction, saved by Josh Lane. And turned behind for a corner kick. Docherty. Livingston. Back for Docherty. Livingston now. For Ali Roy. Roy. Livingston looks to return it to Ali Roy. Great play from the Suns. Oh man! Very good play that from the Suns. A nice give and go from Ali Roy to Livingston. Finds its way back into the Suns. Number 10, who's just looking to place that with the inside of the foot. Oh, it's failed kindly now for Stranraer, driving forward. Spread out towards BJ Cole on the left hand side. He's got time to deliver, but he opts for a strike and it's cannoned off the chest of Morgan Neal. It's found its way to Dolan, who's only looked to square up Webster. Dolan. Still Dolan at the right foot. He's delivered towards the back post. Tries a handball. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. It's a yellow card for the Stranraer player. I think it's actually come off the hand of the Stranraer man. But the Stranraer away end were pretty adamant that came off a Dumbarton hand in the end. I'd like to see that one back. Livingston for McIntosh. He gets down under the challenge of Ruff. Appeals for a penalty. Or waved away. Docherty for Durnan. For Neil's clearance. Docherty back for Livingston. Livingston for Kirkpatrick. Lovely that by Kilpatrick. Ali Roy driving into the box. Still Ali Roy. On the right foot has a strike. It's canned off a few bodies. And it ends up getting out for a corner. Very honest play that from Ali Roy. He was definitely clipped. He opted to stay on his feet. Livingston looking for options with a throw in. Livingston just hooks that forward towards Thompson. Lewis Reid nips in front and Kilpatrick's sliced that clearance, and it's going to take a little bit of defending from Dumbarton, and Webster helps to clear it eventually in the left foot, but it's fail for James Dolan. Webster nips in front. Strong tackle that from Webster. Tomlinson, that's a poor challenge from Cole, and he's going to find himself in the book there, Cole. And I'll tell you something, if I'm BJ Cole, the last thing I'm wanting while in a yellow card is someone with the pace and explosive power of Scott Tomlinson running at me for the best part of the game. Livingston with the throw. Looks inside this for Kilpatrick. Honeyman opts to have a strike that's come off of Tomlinson. And into the hands of Lane. Call for Russell, back for Cole. Cole driving in field. There's Russell. Just loses out to Honeyman there. Russell wins it back. Now here's Dolan. Gillies outside him. Dolan walks back to the left side, and that's a great ball brought down by Cole. He's got time to deliver, does Cole. Cole's delivery is away by Docherty. And Honeyman gets down, and it's a penalty for the visitors. The referee, Colin Stephen, points to the spot. Mark Russell to take. Russell, saved by Kelly, and it's followed up by Russell. Initial save by Shea Kelly. Mark Russell was quickest on hand to poke the ball home and open the scoring for the Blues. Cole for Russell. Back for Cole. Won by Durnan. Cole steps in, it's cannoned off Russell, and it's ended up with a good touch from the Stranraer captain. He's driving through, and goal is Russell. Still Russell has a strike, and it's whistled just past the far post. Real positive play from the Stranraer captain, and he finds himself very unlucky not to double his scoring tally and double his side's lead for the day. We'll also interested to see how Chris Johnson copes against BJ Cole, who has been marauding forward from left back and will require Johnson to be switched on to him. But now it comes from Johnson, met by Durnan. It's just over the bar. A good delivery from Chris Johnson, and Matt Durnan rises the highest, but just can't keep his header down. We're back going now. Helped on, it's going to fall for Kilpatrick. It looks like help this towards Adam Livingston. Livingston first time is going to Cole's going to have to deal with this, and he just puts it behind for a corner. Really under no sort of pressure at all there, Cole, and gives the Suns a gift of a corner kick, and gives us a great opportunity to get Morgan Neal and Mark Durnan up from the back with the quality of Chris Johnson's left foot. Hopefully going to ask Stranraer's defence a couple of questions, and it comes from Johnston. It's met by Durnan, and it's turned home eventually by Mark Durnan. An absolute gift from BJ Cole. Chris Johnson steps up with the corner, delivers an absolute superb quality set piece. Durnan doesn't give up. It's a great initial point of contact. Lane's complaining. The referee is having none of it. All square. Game on. Colin Stephen just telling Christian Webster to go back a couple of yards again. And it comes from Webster towards McIntosh. Brought down on the chest. He looks to help this towards Chris Johnson, who's going to play this back for Webster. The first time delivery from Christian Webster's a good one. It's cleared only as far as Docherty. And his first time strike was nowhere near the target. It's actually went out for a throw-in. Here's today's goal scorer, Matt Durnan. Here's Johnson. Johnson looking for the run of Tomlinson. It's by Lane. Tomlinson will keep it alive. Kilpatrick in a strike. It's blocked and stabbed, cleared by Reid eventually. And all goal in action-packed second half so far. Game for Livingston. Livingston, he's going to drive into space as Adam Livingston. He's got Tomlinson outside of him. Here's Scott Tomlinson, takes a touch, he's going to square up. Gillies Tomlinson towards the back post, is met by Honeyman. And it's just nodded past the post by Scott Honeyman. A lot better though from the Suns. Towards Quigg, by Livingston. McManus chances with Docherty. Here's Quigg, and McManus gets the break of the ball. McManus has a strike, carried off the post via deflection. Tomlinson. McIntosh for Tomlinson. Kilpatrick, it's come off Tomlinson, and it's going to be picked up here by Darren Lang. Docherty. Lang's done well to win that back off of Docherty. Still Lang. Lang driving through a few challenges. He's got Russell. Donald's carried off Morgan Neal, and that's great defending by Suns number 23. Donald. That from Durnan and Docherty. And here comes Dumbarton. Here's Tony Wallace. See Chris Johnson outside. Johnston against BJ Cole. Johnson looking to deliver on the left foot. Towards McIntosh is going to fall for Falconer. It's just a side netting from the youngster. Durnan now. Livingston, he's got Falconer outside of him. He finds Thomas Falconer. Lifts his head looking to deliver. It's fell. For Wallace, Kilpatrick is blocked. And it's into the hands of Josh Lane. Durnan for Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick now driving forward. Still Kai Kilpatrick. McIntosh. And Reid just finds Plank, who's looking to play through Darren Lang. He might get there, Darren Lang, you know. He has. He's kept it in, Darren Lang. He's laid it off. Dolan has a strike. It's a what a goal! An absolute wonder goal by James Dolan. And that is surely all she wrote. 2-1 to Stranraer, courtesy of an absolute James Dolan screamer. Darren Lang, credit to him, he kept it in. He found his number 7 on the right foot, has an effort, it's moving, it's dipping, it's crashed off the bar and found its way into the back of the net. Johnson to deliver again. And it comes from Johnston towards the back post. It's won, I think, by Scott Ruff and found its way out to the other side for a corner with Tom Docherty. And it comes from Docherty. Punch cleared by Lane. Lewis Reed chases that down and hammers it out for a throw in. And that is all. That is it. The visitors take all 3 points today for their first league win of the season. And you know what? What a better way to do it than an absolute screamer like that from James Dolan. Probably over the course, Dumbarton dominated majority of the possession, but Stranraer were clinical and at most counted. Probably a penalty. I would love to see that one back. Interesting to see. From my angle, it was a bit soft, but Mark Russell stepped up. Initial effort saved by Shea Kelly. He scored the rebound. Dumbarton, the second half, made the change. Chris Johnson coming on for Ali Roy, and it looked to have kicked a little bit of life into the Suns. Chris Johnson putting one on a plate for Mark Durnan to get Dumbarton back into the day. We chapped and chapped at the door, it just wasn't for answering, and James Dolan with an absolute piece of quality has made all 3 points travel back down to Stranraer.